So good afternoon. All right, that doesn't sound like a Fayetteville Tech good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, students, friends of the college and the hospital. It's an honor and a privilege to welcome you to this beautiful campus, even though it is a dreary day, for a very important announcement for our community and our region. First, though, let me recognize some distinguished guests who have chosen to join us today for this celebration. With us, we have a number of individuals, including, I think we had two members of our local delegation. I know I talked to Senator McInnes. He said he was running a little late. He was going to try to get here. And I thought Representative Wheatley was going to be here, but I have not seen her. Representatives from the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners. We have Chairman DeVere, and I think maybe Commissioner Glenn Adams, Patel, as well as Henry Tyson may be on their way. Then from the, I don't see anybody from Fayetteville City Council, but I do see our Fayetteville City Police Finest Chief, Roberto O'Brien. Thank you for being here, sir. I am honored to have several members of the State Board of Community Colleges, including Chairman Tom Looney. We have also Ms. Lisa Estep, Mr. Dale McInnes, and Mr. Robert Moore. Thank you all for being here and supporting Fayetteville Tech. Additionally, we have one of our partners, the efforts of which we wouldn't be able to be here today and celebrate if it wasn't for Cumberland County Schools. Superintendent Eric Bracey, thank you for being here. And of course, my board of trustees, several members are here. The chairman, David Williford, Mike Chandler, Charles Kuntz, and maybe Chris Bullard somewhere. Ken Smith is here. And then our Fayetteville Tech Foundation Board, several of those, if you would, please raise your hands as well. Thank you all for being here today. As president of Fayetteville Tech, I am thrilled to welcome you to campus to celebrate probably the biggest private donation this college has ever had. But it's not about the donation, it's about the initiative. It's about the partnership, the longstanding partnership that we've had with Cape Fear Valley Hospital. It will help shape the future of healthcare in this county and in the Sand Hills Prosperity Zone, which is a medically underserved region of the state. Over the years, Fayetteville Tech has served as a critical pipeline, supplying the hospital and the healthcare sector with dedicated pool of skilled workers, professionals who form the backbone of a regional healthcare system, healthcare clinics, physicians' offices. The hospital is the third largest employer in Cumberland County with over 7,500 employees. This is a joint effort, and it's not just about the numbers. It's about the lives changed, the families that are supported by creating a healthier tomorrow for the citizens of Cumberland County and those of the Sand Hills region. When I arrived at Fayetteville Tech in 2019, Mike Nagowski came to the college and asked us to increase the number of nursing graduates to keep up with the growth and the innovation occurring at the hospital. And I will tell you, our hospital is an economic engine. It is constantly innovating, doing new things to improve the quality of life here in Cumberland County and in the Sand Hills region. At that time, our RN program was capped at 280 seats, but we only had available space for about 180 students and the Health Technology Center, which also housed 15 other allied health programs. In response to that request, Fayetteville Tech went out and raised the money. We remodeled and then opened the Nursing Education and Simulation Center in 2023, which gave us the additional space to grow the program to its approved cap of 280 students. In 2024, we celebrated approval from the North Carolina Board of Nursing to increase our enrollment in the Associate Degree of Nursing program from 280 to 400 students. In 2025, we began the journey of admitting 90 students each fall and spring to reach that 400-seat target. And we began planning to initiate an LPN to RN bridge program. That's coming. The important numbers are not how many you bring into the program. It's not about a gatekeeper. It's about how many finish. How many graduates come out of that program, take the license, and become a registered nurse. Mike's bold ask was not a small task. In 2024, there were 96 approved RN programs in the state of North Carolina. Only 64% of them, 64% of them had less than 50 graduates who took the licensure exam. 64%. All right. Fayetteville Tech, only 13 had programs with 100 or more graduates. Fayetteville Tech was one of those at number 6. Now, you may recognize a few of the other names on that list that are slightly larger than Fayetteville Tech at that time in 2024. East Carolina University, UNC Chapel Hill, UNC Greensboro. We're nipping at your heels, boys. We're nipping at your heels. We're coming after you, aren't we, Mike? That's awesome. At Fayetteville Tech, we're proud of the work accomplished in our community by our faculty and staff and our students. In 2024, there were 193 graduates from nursing from Fayetteville Tech and all the other universities in our area that took the licensure exam. 62% were graduates from Fayetteville Technical Community College. Another important factor is that across the state of North Carolina, we know that students that graduate from a community college and particularly get a work experience while they're in college, 80% of those graduates stay in their local community and work. And that's what this initiative is all about, is feeding the talent that this hospital needs to continue to grow. Our strength in supporting healthcare in Cumberland County is not just limited to the RN program alone. We also have practical nursing, we have the nurse aid program, and we offer training in 16 robust allied health programs, including physical therapy assistant. Now, when I call out your school, you can clap, all right? Physical therapy assistant. They're not here? All right, clap for them. Radiography. Mammography. Medical sonography. That's my group. Our respiratory therapy program. It's the largest in North Carolina. It accepts 48 students each year. And after COVID, Mike came and said, we got to have more respiratory therapists. Well, we went through a process and we met that urgent demand with qualified respiratory therapists for the hospital and the clinics, and now we're the largest program in the state of North Carolina. And the South. And the best. Oh, not the South, the best. Yeah, I will embellish the truth now here a little bit. We also offer emergency medical services, pharmacy technology, speech language pathology assistant, and polysomnography. Our surgical services department offers central sterile processing, that's a mouthful, and surgical test pathways. Fayetteville Tech is proud to have created North Carolina's only surgical first assistant program that was developed in direct response to the need for advanced credentialed professionals who assist surgeons with complex procedures. Our dental assisting and dental hygiene programs are also the largest in the community college system. They admit 36 and 34 students respectively each year to support the growing need of oral health care professionals in both the public and private settings in this community. Looking ahead, Fayetteville Tech recently received 2 grants, one from the North Carolina Community College System through the High Growth Healthcare Program, and another through the Golden Leaf Foundation, totaling $1 million to partner with Bladen, Robinson, and Sandhills community colleges to launch a cardiovascular technology program. This initiative will prepare graduates to perform critical diagnostic and interventional procedures supporting the growing needs of the cardiovascular care specialties in our region. And yes, it is a major focus area for Cape Fear Valley Hospital. We have 850 students currently enrolled in our allied health and nursing programs, and over 2,200 students that are pursuing a healthcare pathway at Fayetteville Tech. We are committed to working with our healthcare partners to align and fill the workforce needs of employers and provide workforce pathways into high demand and high wage careers. This is not the only effort that we've got going. We announced earlier this summer one in computer technology, particularly in cybersecurity, and we're on the cusp of announcing another in the next few months. Our work in growing a future-ready workforce to fuel economic growth in our region is taking a new aggressive approach to be more intentionally aligned with the business sector and fuel economic opportunity in our community. Last year, the leadership of both Fayetteville Tech and Cape Fear Valley came together and started performing a gap analysis. That analysis was there to help us understand, are we doing everything we can do to meet those unique needs of the hospital? And how better could we perform and put our curriculum together to meet those needs? We wanted to further enhance the partnership by creating an even larger pool of talent within the high demand employment sector in healthcare. This has led to today's announcements. And so with that, I want to ask my friend, Cape Fear Valley CEO Mike Nagowski, to come to the podium for a few words and make an announcement.
We love Fayetteville Tech. We love you guys. There is nothing better than when I'm walking through the hospitals and I see a whole group of Fayetteville Tech students in our building. To see the bright eyes, the energetic thoughts, the can't wait to get on the floor and take care of patients. It just is so uplifting, and we are grateful. Dr. Searles did a fabulous job of explaining that this all is about workforce development. But let me just explain what that really means in terms of raw numbers, okay? There's 8,500 of us that provide care at Cape Fear Valley across our entire platform of 8 hospitals, 100 care sites, 8 counties. 8,500 of us to do that. Of those 8,500, let me just give you one example. My nursing friends will love this example. I'm not doing it just because Susan's in the room. We employ 2,000 nurses, all right? Now, you got to do some math here. This is a school, right? Some math. There is a national attrition rate of 25%. That means of the 2,000 nurses that we employ every year, 500 are going to move on to different roles, different positions. So that means every single year, Denver Hopkins and BA have to find how many nurses? 500. See, it's not that hard. In addition to that, as the health system continues to grow, the number is actually more than 500. See the challenge? Now, even if we coerced, did I say coerced? If we cajoled every nurse graduating to join Cape Fear Valley and go nowhere else, we'd still have a shortage. And I'm here to tell you, the best workforce is grown locally, right? Now we do everything we can to recruit from everywhere, right? There are some of us from New York, right, who've come down here and stayed for 18 years. I don't think it's too long. But not everybody does that. Some people come for the experience and they move back home. What we have found the greatest retention is for folks from our region, right? This is home. This is where we shop. This is where we go to church. It's where we recreate. It's where we've settled and are going to create our lives. So the work that's done here at the school and at all of our school partners is so incredibly important. Let me start. That was just my warm-up. I'm trying to copy Mark. Mike Nagowski, I'm the CEO of the Cape Fear Valley Health System. I'm so grateful. I'm blown away that there are this many people in the room here for this announcement. I do need to recognize a few folks who've really given their time, talent, and treasure. We have board members here. I see Chairman of the Commissioners, Kirk Devier, is here. Kirk, thank you for all your support in your current role and all of your other roles. Been so important to the health system. I see our Chairman of the Board, Dr. Sanjay Shah, practicing physician here at the health system. Sanjay, thank you for your friendship and for all the work. I know you're supposed to be working right now. I don't really know what's going on. And I don't really want to know. It worked last night too. Okay, that's the spirit. Thank you all for being here. I see a lot of our Cape Fear Valley leadership. If you are currently a part of the Cape Fear Valley team, could you just raise your hand? All right, thank you for being here. And we love our patients. There we go. There we go. All right. No, that wasn't a plan. It was not a plan. But I will give you $20 later. So, look, everything that we're doing is to improve access to care in this region. For too long, southeastern North Carolina, and real specifically our area, has been a bit of a desert, not just in terms of doctors, but clinical capability. And we're here to fix that. We're growing to make sure that we can meet the needs of our communities here locally. We don't want you to have to travel to get world-class care, because you can get world-class care here. We're going to continue growing the care that we provide here. But that requires a workforce well-trained and ready and eager to provide that. And that's exactly what Fayetteville Tech is doing for us here. I know I gave the example of nursing, and not only do we have the largest respiratory therapy program, we have the very best respiratory therapy program. And I could go on, radiology, laboratory medicine, all of the different services it takes to create the Cape Fear Valley Health System. You know, our teammates are the ones that are with patients 24/7, 365 days. We're there to not just provide world-class care, but to also be there when you need to talk. Sometimes when you need a shoulder to cry on, to calm an anxious patient or an anxious family member. We're proud of the care that we're delivering, and this effort here is just another example of that. We're proud of the strong relationship we have with Fayetteville Tech. It might surprise you to know that on any given day at the Cape Fear Valley Health System, we literally have hundreds of Fayetteville Tech students on our campuses learning their trade, following our clinicians around, learning how to take what you learn in school and translate that to the real world. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right? We can read and we can simulate, but at the end of the day, it's you and a patient, and you've got to deliver outstanding care. Now, we're here to announce. I'm trying to learn the protocols. We're here to announce a $2 million gift to Fayetteville Tech. Now, I know that part of that's going to be used to put names on buildings, and we're grateful for that. We really are. We're glad for that. But that is really an investment in our workforce, an investment in that 8,500 teammate organization that is required to deliver all the care that we do on an ongoing basis. This partnership with Fayetteville Tech runs deep. It's by far one of the most important relationships we have. We would not be able to grow and expand for this region if it was not for Fayetteville Tech. So, Dr. Soros, thank you. Congratulations on this next journey. We're proud to be partners with you.
Backdrop for the photo.
I'm not exactly sure what to do. I don't hold a $1 million check
Those are others. It's going to be the backdrop.
So Mike mentioned naming. So as part of our partnership, we are naming the Nursing Education Simulation Center, Cape Fear Valley School of Nursing. So if you look, you'll see we've got banners ready to go. But that's not the only thing. We're also naming the Health Technology Center, the Cape Fear Valley School of Health Sciences. So I am also pleased to have several of our key leaders from the state, local government, and Cumberland County Schools here to celebrate with us this aggressive initiative. We invited the governor. The governor was unable to come, but he has sent a letter. I will read that letter. Dear friends, I am pleased to share words of welcome as you gather to recognize Cape Fear Valley Health System for its generous $2 million gift to Fayetteville Technical Community College nursing and allied health programs. This gift represents a significant milestone in advancing nursing education and healthcare workforce development in the Cape Fear region. I want to thank President Mark Sarles, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty and staff for creating such a wonderful nursing and allied health programs to strengthen the healthcare profession and create meaningful career opportunities. I am grateful to CEO Mike Nagowski and the entire Cape Fear Valley Health System team for investing in Fayetteville Tech. Thanks to this generosity, more students will gain access to education, more graduates will fill the nursing positions our state so desperately needs, and more families will benefit from quality care in the Cape Fear region. Again, thank you for your commitment to training future nurses, improving educational resources, and expanding opportunities for students pursuing healthcare careers. Signed, Josh Stein, Governor, State of North Carolina. So the other person I want to introduce is State Board Chair Tom Looney. He is absolutely the biggest cheerleader for the North Carolina Community College system that you'll ever meet. He constantly touts the North Carolina Community Colleges as the most important organization in the state of North Carolina. Mr. Looney has a goal. I've kind of elevated your goal now, sir. So kind of like Mike, when I got here, it was 400 nurses. Then when we finally raised the money to renovate the old child care center, it was 450. You see, he's elevated today now to 500 plus. He keeps going up on me. But I've elevated Chairman Looney's goal as well. The Great 58 will be the best in the world in workforce development, and that will be important to sustaining and further propelling North Carolina to be consistently the #1 place to do business in the world. Chairman Looney, would you please come say a few words about your vision for our system and our community?
Well, it's really great to be here today. It may be raining outside, but the sun continues to shine on Fayetteville Tech Community College. I get the opportunity to speak around the state at a number of colleges, and let me tell you, this is the only college I've been to 4 times this year. This is the only college I've been to 3 times this year, or 2 times. And the reason is leadership. The leadership at the college itself, the leadership in this community, the students, the faculty, the staff, the elected officials, our great partners like Methodist University and our school system. That's what makes this organization successful. And that's why our community colleges are the most important organization in our state today. Now, I will tell you, I went to a college, was a nursing school. We had business as well. I took the business path, but I haven't seen this many nurses in close to 50 years. But I'm more excited to see you today than I was back then, considering it's been 50 years later, and I'm probably going to need your help here pretty soon. I'm also thrilled to be back with my new best friend, Mike. In the community college system, 2 years ago, we upgraded our events. As the most important organization in the state, we moved our event from Marbles Kids Museum to the Umstead Hotel, a 5-star hotel, an appropriate place for us to recognize our students, faculty, staff, and a new thing was business leaders. Mike was the first winner of our new Pinnacle Award with the partnerships he's built across North Carolina. So this is not a one and done with Fayetteville Tech. This guy walks the walk, he talks the talk, and he's an incredible friend to our community college system. So if you would, he is our role model. He is what I call a rabbit that I need every other medical organization and business in the state to follow. He's got the plan. Mike, thank you. I also want you to know that we've got a board of 21, and we have a major focus on healthcare. Today, we have 2 hospital system CEOs on our board. You have a very loud voice, and if you look at our new funding model that President McGinnis over here helped design, I said, how soon can we have this funding model? They said, it'll be 2 years of study, sir. I said, how about Mr. McGinnis? How many? 90 days, sir. 90 days. #1 for funding, healthcare in our state, because it's one of our #1 challenges. You have my commitment while I'm still on the board, and after I'm on the board, you will continue to be our #1 focus. So today's award really captures exactly what North Carolina does best. We align education, we align healthcare and workforce opportunity to serve our communities. And that's why we're called a community college. Cape Fear Valley's $2 million investment is more than a generous gift. It's a bold statement and a commitment to building the healthcare workforce of this region today and for the future. And you are a model for this state. It includes the system itself. But we must inspire students early in our journey and expand high-demand, high-growth programs like this across our state. And that's exactly what you're doing here today at Fayetteville Tech. And let me tell you, I don't know, I asked people, what's the 3rd largest community college system in the state? You all know? It's Fayetteville Tech, 3rd largest. So I told Kenny Dietemar, you better watch out. I think Fayetteville's going to start beating Charlotte here pretty soon because they're #2. So while we'll have the #1 workforce engine in the country, your goal is to get the #2 in the state now, Mark.
love a challenge.
But the model you put together is really a winning model. Students begin in pre-apprenticeships, which is fabulous relationship created with our education partners here while they're still in high school. Then they move directly into apprenticeships at the hospital as they advance through their programs. They're going to gain real life experience. They're going to develop mentorship and the confidence that comes from learning on the latest technology. And I'm a technology guy, and as fast as technology is moving today, we've got to be on top of it in every element of our business. They also become part of the hospital culture and build relationships with colleagues at those hospitals who will soon be their teammates. The best part, as someone already mentioned, these students will stay right here serving our 6-county region of Cape Valley, where they call home. And this is exactly what a homegrown workforce strategy is here in North Carolina and why we're the 3rd largest system in the country. I don't believe in accidental excellence. I spent my whole life in business, 40 years in technology. And I want to recognize Mark Sorrells before I exit the podium and his incredible team here at Fayetteville Tech. As I said, I don't get around to the colleges a lot, but I don't care whether it's cybersecurity, whether it's the Swift Water Rescue, whether it's apprenticeships with Department of Information Technology. Mark is a true visionary leader who combines strategic insight with the discipline to deliver results. Everything he does, like you as students, is result-driven. Fayetteville Tech today has become one of the most innovative and employer-connected colleges in our system of 58 colleges. They are a national model for how education and industry can work together to create opportunity and strengthen your community. To all our partners here today, and there's many of them, we can't do this alone. Thank you for showing what's possible when we work together with a vision, a solid value proposition, which I talk about often, and execute with urgency. Congratulations. Thank you so much for your continued commitment to the state of North Carolina and healthcare. And President Sorrells, thank you for your leadership here at Fayetteville.
So this vision is part of developing a high-functioning healthcare ecosystem that includes the medical school with Methodist. It includes advanced training that is coming at Fayetteville State, and it involves accelerating pathways for our youth going through. We are extraordinarily grateful that we've got the leadership that we've got at our Board of Commissioners. And with Kirk Deviere at the head, he has done remarkable amount of work in a small amount of time. And I want to thank you, Chairman Deviere. First time I know of, and I've only been in the county for 7 years, but the county commissioners this year fully funded the request for both Fayetteville Tech and Cumberland County Schools. So their commitment to the future of this community through education and workforce training is absolutely present. Thank you for your support, Mr. Chairman. And if you would, come and tell us a little bit about how workforce and education fits into the economic plans of Cumberland County.
Thanks, Dr. Sorrells. It's a great day in Cumberland County, isn't it? Yeah. Come on now. You just got a $2 million check. It's a great day in Cumberland County. It's a great day at FTCC. You know, and I think a couple of my county commissioners, I know they were recognized earlier. I want to make sure, because we'll probably ask them for money at some point, but I see Katie Smith in the back from Congressman Rouser's office. Just want to make sure she's recognized and his office is recognized. Mr. Chairman, Chairman Looney, thank you for being here. Thank you for continuing to put a spotlight on Cumberland County. We're moving. We want people across this state to know that that's exactly what we're doing. So your presence speaks to that directly. First, I want to thank Dr. Sorrells and Mike Nagowski for their leadership. You know, a lot of times in communities, you can see people working in just their silos, and they get up every day and they just focus in their area. What you see with these two gentlemen is they don't do that. They collaborate, they look for ways to work together and to truly make this type of partnership a reality. This is more than just a generous gift of $2 million. It's a strategic investment in solving one of the regions, and I'll say the state's most critical workforce challenges. FTCC's built a reputation on being work ready, preparing students not just with credentials, but with the practical skills that employers actually need. And nowhere is that mission more urgent than right now, today, in our healthcare industry. We're facing a nursing shortage that affects every family in Cumberland County, across this state, and beyond. This partnership, as we talked about, creates a pipeline from classroom to career. But I want to point it back, and I don't want to steal any of Dr. Bracey's thunder, but our vision here and what we're working towards is we're going to connect them all the way from middle school and hopefully earlier, all the way up through high school and all the way through the different levels of healthcare advanced learning that we have here. That's the vision. That's how we grow our own right here. We don't need to go out and rely on anybody else. We can organically grow it here. You know, sometimes in life, you've got to take control of what you can control. I got asked that the other day from a report on everything that's happening right now at the federal level. And I said, you know what? All I can do is focus on what we can control. Well, these two gentlemen, along with Dr. Bracey and the leadership on our board, are focusing on what we can control. And that's growing a workforce right here in Cumberland County. Whether it's healthcare, technology, or the trades, we're going to continue to grow our own right here. And I will tell you that this is the power of collaboration. What you see today is the power of collaboration. When our anchor institutions align their missions, just like this, we don't just train nurses, we build sustainable healthcare pathways that keep talented professionals right here in Cumberland County, serving the community that invested in their education. This is how we address workforce gaps with practical solutions, not good intentions. Solutions, not intentions or talk, actual solutions. Congratulations to both of these organizations from turning workforce development from a talking point to a tangible action. Thank you so much to you both. I look forward to the results the 500 nurses we're going to see.
So I mentioned that this is part of an ecosystem, building an ecosystem. And that ecosystem has a lot of different parts. And it's really about the collective impact, the long-term commitment. We wouldn't be here today if it weren't for our partners at Cumberland County Schools. We have over 2,000 high school students on this campus every day. And many of those students are looking for that opportunity to enter into a career, not necessarily to transfer on to a university, leave Cumberland County and never come back. I was raised in a rural community, and that was the plight of many of us in rural communities. There weren't a lot of opportunities and we left. We're going to work hand in hand with Cumberland County Schools to craft an accelerated pathway where students that have interest in the healthcare sector can begin to explore those opportunities and actually gain some experience by getting trained over at the hospital and beginning to learn and develop the technology, develop the relationships that are necessary. Can you imagine by doing that and moving in and going into high school and getting into a healthcare pathway where they can graduate with college credit, with a workforce credential, and a pathway directly into one of our healthcare programs where they don't have to spend a year getting the prerequisites. They're ready to go in. They can go in and graduate within 2 years. Before they're 21 years of age, they can walk across that stage, complete their licensure, and be in a job earning anywhere from $58,000 starting wage, $58,000 to $75,000 a year. That is an incredible feat for an individual 21 years of age. And that this pathway, this effort is going to make that happen. We're so excited to partner again because we already have partnerships with Cumberland County Schools in several of these areas, but to really create an accelerated pathway by partnering with Dr. Bracy and his great team from Cumberland County Schools. This gift is more than naming two buildings. It's an investment in the people and in the future of Cumberland County and southeastern North Carolina, and that begins with Cumberland County Schools. Dr. Bracy, would you come say a few words?
Let me start by saying good afternoon to everybody. So good to be here. There's nowhere else I would rather be than in a room full of nurses right here today. You will not find a bigger advocate, a bigger champion for nurses than me for a few reasons. Number one, I am the father of a nurse. My daughter is a nurse at Duke. Thank you. This is her first year as a nurse, so she's learning. Y'all can imagine she's overwhelmed. And she uses terminology that I have no idea what it means. She talks about she's having trouble with her charting. Okay. I said, well, talk to some veteran nurses and get better at charting, sweetheart. But secondly, the last 3 years of my father's life, he spent a lot of time in and out of the hospitals. And the care and the comfort that his nurses gave him, and quite honestly, gave my brother and myself, it was everything. And on top of that, 3 years ago, my daughter was in the 10th grade and she was diagnosed with Crohn's. And she spent 5 weeks at Wake Med. Folks, let me tell you something, that changes you in so many ways. When you're in and out of the hospital every single day, you develop relationships with nurses, right? Because you see the shift begin, you see the shift end, you see the doctors come in, and the nurses I have so much respect for all of you because of not only the care that you give to your patients, but the comfort that you give to your patients and to loved ones. And when you're caring for a loved one, that is everything. So I just salute you. Thank you for all you do. I truly appreciate you. Well, that's not what I came to say today. I just got caught up. It's always good to be here at Fayetteville Technical Community College, and always good to be here with our partners from Fayetteville Tech, as well as Cape Fear Valley Health. And it's just a very exciting time. As a school system, we're so very excited about this gift. And we believe that it is a game changer for this region, for our students, and for this community in general. Our students will learn about careers in the medical profession they may not have any idea about had it been any other way. And Dr. Sorrell said that we have long partnership with Fayetteville Technical Community College, and he mentioned that 2,000 of our students earn credits here every year. I just want to name a few of the pathways that our high school students will have access to: central sterile processing, nurse aid, emergency medical science, and healthcare customer services. Right after this gift was awarded, we began working with FTCC and Cape Fear Valley on an initiative that will allow high school students, think about that, will allow high school students a unique opportunity to explore careers in the medical field. This is what excites me the most. As part of this effort, Cape Fear Valley will host students on their campus, and Cape Fear employees will participate in classes to share real life experiences and insight into the healthcare profession. Wouldn't that have been awesome for you being in high school and middle school to see this stuff firsthand and have people who are living this every day come to your school, or you come to a place where they can talk to you about that? I just think that's so awesome. And this program will also provide assistance to students to help cover the costs associated with immersion into the workforce, whether it be travel, clothing, and other supplies as well. And students who complete this nurse aid class will have an opportunity for employment with the hospital. We're very excited about that, allowing them to continue learning and earning in a real healthcare setting. I like that. And I hear Chairman Deviere talk about building a taxable base right here. People that are going to come here, live here, stay here, buy a house here. It's very important, extremely important. And we see firsthand as a school system how partnerships like the one that we're discussing today create amazing opportunity for all of our students. In our collaborations with FTCC and Cape Fear Valley Health, our students are going to gain hands-on experience, and we think that's critical. And those experiences will connect what they learn in the classroom to real world careers. I think that is so important. Just this past summer, our health heroes in training camp engaged nearly 40 high school students in a week-long healthcare experience led by FTCC instructors and supported by Cape Fear Valley professionals. And our students just had a ball and learned tons of valuable information from that experience. And we want students to discover the pathway that is right for them and begin working toward their goals. For some, that may mean pre-apprenticeships to apprenticeships in one of the nursing or allied health pathways here at FTCC, where associate degree graduates are offered, as Dr. Sorrell said already, $58,000 to $75,000 per year jobs. That is absolutely amazing, and it's just a game changer. For others, it may mean college transfer pathways for plans to return to Methodist University, Cape Fear Valley School of Medicine. And for some, it may lead to a non-clinical path, like healthcare technology, cybersecurity, or medical coding. Careers in healthcare, as we all know, are bountiful and just limitless in its potential. On behalf of Cumberland County Schools, I want to thank Fayetteville Technical Community College, Cape Fear Valley Health, and all who made this collaboration possible. We're so proud to be a part of this amazing collaboration and partnership. And together, we're building a stronger, healthier future, one student at a time. Thank y'all so much for everything you do.
So we're excited about the future of Cumberland County, the future of our youth. This is an investment in that future. It's an investment in the students who will walk these halls, the professionals who will emerge ready to make a difference, and the communities that will benefit from their expertise. Together, we can and we are building a brighter, healthier future for Cumberland County and for the Sand Hills region. I want to thank the college faculty and staff and the students, the hospital leadership, our partners, and all of you here for your tireless efforts to make Cumberland County and North Carolina a great place to work, live, and play. Let's continue to celebrate. Let's continue the collaboration, the innovation, and the collective impact that we can all have together. Remember, the best is yet to come. Thank you for coming today to help us celebrate this momentous occasion. There are some refreshments in the back. We hope that you'll mingle around, talk with some of the students. Have a blessed remainder of your week. God bless you all. Thank you.
Well, thank you, sir. You guys always do a great job. Well, nice job with great partnership. Thank you.
Are we getting together soon?
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think my office is